Hey everybody, welcome back to Chasing Rust.
Good morning.
Morning. And today we're headed up to Rosebud, Missouri to the Gasconade County Threshers Association. I think that's
Sounds right.
sounds right. If it's wrong, well, I got it a little wrong and I apologize. But we're starting the morning off here at the land of the beaver at Buc-ee's. So, and if you guys are familiar with Buc-ee's, you know, it's always busy, but this time of day is the time to come because there's like nobody here.
6 o'clock in the morning, Buc-ee's.
Yep.
Best time in the world.
Yeah. So we got Glenda, or Glenn.
Glenn.
Get in trouble. I don't want that. And the 4-bolt here, we haven't come up with a name yet for it, but that's what we're taking today. So come along. We're gonna have a great time today, and we've never been to this show, so it's another one we're excited to get to go to this year. What do you think?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thrilled.
So, all right, come along. It's gonna be a good one.
Well, you might think my expert backing skills, I stopped just in time, right where I wanted to. Maybe it's just luck, but we'll go with expert backing skills.
You backed up so it sounded expensive, didn't you?
I didn't hit it. So we're here.
We are here.
Got our tractors unloaded.
I'd like to note, Glenn, fired off on the first pull of the flywheel, even through the rain. And the 4-bolt, it took about 2.5.
Yep.
And I didn't even have to give it any persuasion. Just started.
Fired right up.
It's a miracle. You know why? Hey, this is why. Take a look around. You see?
Hold on, let me show them.
There's nobody around. That's why they started right up.
Right. And later when it gets hot, we're gonna go over here to the city pool and have a swim. Yeah. All right, well, now it's time. It's that time, folks. Yep, you know it. You know the drill. Big floppy. Got to take shade with me. We've never been to this show before, so we don't really know where to go or what to do, but looks like a nice little show. Had a little rain shower here before we got here on our way into town, but it's not raining now, thank goodness. I think we're going to be all right. Looks like that's their gas engine, hit and miss engine building. We'll check those out here in a little bit. A lot of tractors, quite a bit of tractors. Nice little display stuff. Rock crusher. Tractor right there, John Deere D. I'm not sure what that is. Farmall, McCormick, Farmall, and then a Huber tractor here on the end. Kind of unusual. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I don't know why we can't park right here. So there's a lot of debate, always a lot of debate on John Deere's whether you should push the clutch in or not when you're parked. There's a bearing in there that doesn't get oil if the pulley's not turning. So my father and grandfather sternly reminded me many times to make sure to push your clutch in when you're parked. How's this? So here we are parked. Glenn's officially at his second show. And actually the 4-bolt, well, this is like the third show for the 4-bolt. So, relatively new experience for these guys to come out to shows. Anyway, we'll let them die here in a minute, and then we will do some walking around. What do you think about that?
Somebody's put a lot of money into that. A lot of time and effort. And it's neat. Hey everybody, we've successfully made it here to Rosebud. The community park is where we're at. Yeah, so far we got unloaded, got our tractors put up over there. You guys probably saw that just a second ago. And yeah, we're just gonna walk around and see what's here. So come along with us. Yeah. We're gonna start off with this G here, pulling the road grader. You know, I got one of these at home. It's been the bane of my existence for about 11 years now. G stands for gold, if you guys didn't know that.
Yeah. All right. Now we got a WD-45 wide front here. An A, all fuel. Somebody's got her set up for pulling. D17 Alice and a Super 77 Oliver. And a 3-bottom International plow. Same thing. And a John Deere grain drill, just like the one Josh has.
Mine's a little bit.
Is this a Is this a Dane? Oh, it is a Dane.
It is. Stock chopper.
All right, so let's explain this a little bit. We've never seen one of these on the channel. So, Dane Manufacturing Company, Dane Steel Safety Corn Cutter. So before you had corn binders, corn heads on combines, all that such machinery, you had this. So you had a horse, went right there between the wood, and then these are very sharp edges right here on either side. You had one person sit on one side, one person sat on another side. You walked on or drove along and it cut your corn stalks, and the person grabbed the corn stalks, put it into bundles. And this knob right here would lower this machine up or down, pivoted on this shaft right here, depending on how high or low you wanted to cut it. So
hey, look at what we got coming.
what?
It's beautiful.
Huh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, anyways.
All right, so
about the one on the front.
squirrel moment there. So back to the Dane corn cutter here. One person on each side, gathering the corn stalks, bundling them up, pulled by a horse. That's how it worked back in the old days. And so those are pretty rare. I missed buying one here a while back. I wish I had pursued it a little harder, but I didn't. So I'll have one someday, because the reason is because John Deere bought out the Dane Manufacturing Company in Ottumwa, Iowa. Big long story about that. We'll go into that another day.
What?
I'm just filming you.
Texting Boo thing back right now.
Oh,
I'm busy.
he's busy.
Yeah.
All right.
On the phone. Saying hi. See, look. Say hi.
Hi. Tell everybody hi. Hi. Man, I'm telling you folks, it is stickier than an Atlas CEO's house right now. It is hot out here.
Atlas, huh?
Is it Atlas?
No.
What is it? Atlantis.
It's not Atlantis either.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's not Atlas or Atlantis.
I'm pretty sure it's Atlantis. What I'm trying to say is it is hot and sticky out here, folks. So this is a baler. I'm not sure. Huh?
Astronomer.
Astronomer? Well, I screwed that up. So this is a New Holland baler. Kind of interesting because I've never seen one, but you know, I guess there's things like that still out there. So you got a power unit on the front here. That's probably a Wisconsin power unit. And so you would pull it down your windrow here. This is a Dodge power unit. Look here. See there? Dodge power. Actually, that's a Wisconsin. Anyway, this is a New Holland. So your hay would go in there, come up here. This arm goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, pushing the hay down in there. And then there's an arm down in here that goes back and forth, ramming the hay back and forth. And it comes back here. You can see it back here. Here's the knotters. So all this mechanism here, all these gears and stuff, that's what tied the string on the hay bale. So that's a antique, old New Holland baler. Pretty cool. Never seen one. All right, now we've got a Massey Harris corn picker. So this would have been after the Dane that we just saw over there a while ago. You would have used this to pick your corn, right? So you would have drive down your corn row. These things rotate around in there. All that stuff rotates around in there, pulling your corn stalks in. You don't want to get in there. That's a bad place to be. Anyway, comes around back here, and look, there's an original sticker on there. That's kind of cool. Anyway, comes back here again. This is a knotting mechanism, just like on the baler over there we just looked at. Similar. Tie it up, falls it down, and this conveyor would push it out. They fall down on the ground over there. Here's a number 80 McCormick pull type combine. Little small rig. That's probably like a 5-foot head on there or something, not very big. But they've used it not too long ago because it's got grain in there. And then we've got a Wood Brothers corn picker as well. Wood Brothers Incorporated, Des Moines, Iowa, subsidiary of Dearborn Motors. That's pretty cool. Don't think that's been used in a while. Silage blower, so you would have used this to blow your chopped silage up into your silo. So silage would come down this conveyor. All this pipe here would fit on top right here, and it would go up and goes up into your silo. This is a McCormick Deering. Here's the pulley, and in our same as our last video, I showed you a wooden or a paper kind of pulley. Well, this is the same kind right there. A lot of machinery had that type of pulley on it. Anyway, so this was a big fan in there, and it would blow that stuff up into your silo. All right, we're gonna check out the steam engines now. We got two Keck Gonermans, an Altman Taylor, an Advance, and Eclipse. Now the question is, which one is like Brian's? Huh? Are you sure?
Over until for quite some time.
Yeah, hopefully we get a good.
If we don't get a whole lot of 4 o'clock, I'm cutting hay tomorrow.
I might. We'll see. Because I'm back to.
Did you do it last year?
Yeah.
I thought you did.
Yeah. That might be the one right there.
So Altman Taylor was a little different than other manufacturers, and they had a frame underneath their boiler, where other engines just mount to the pedestal. Altman Taylor had a frame in there. One difference, really. We have one of these at our home show, Actually, we've got a Keck at our home show. We got all these at our home show, really. Nicely done.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Oh, not too shabby.
Every year, for this, how you know how much wood brings?
Yeah.
Got some cups up. Oh, you go and play and
It's a 20 horse Keck. This is the one you think's the sister to Brian's?
Yeah, well, this was a lot earlier than Brian's. Brian's is 1840 and this was 15 something. Yeah, this one's 1550. Brian's is 1840.
I thought they were like consecutive or
I
something.
think it's a different show.
We're gonna have to call him and see. Our buddy Brian, you've seen on the channel, he has a Keck Garnerman just like these. And we thought that one of these was a sister engine to his, but we're not sure. This is a four-wheel drive steam engine. You can tell because it's got the treaded tires on the front. I'm kidding, it's not. They just put some thick, heavy treads on the front there. Looks kind of cool. At any rate, Advance Rumley. Owned by the Keevan family since 2011. There's the ash pile. So this door right here, raise that up and you rake all the ashes out every morning. And so there's their ash pile from yesterday. Look at the tread on this. Somebody spent some money on rubber. And then we've got a Eclipse engine here. This engine was actually at our show last year. That's what it's all about right there. Starting them out young. He's always working. This is the flea market area.
Nice.
Anybody need a clock?
Seems like I've said that time or
Some signs. We'll walk back through there. We're currently trying to find the tractor pull registration right now. But I thought we'd show you the flea market area. Nice little flea market area. Here's another steam engine.
Nice pipe.
This is 1666.
Yeah, he knows about that.
Huh?
He knows about that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Is this the one?
No.
Well, all right. Well, there's another one. It's in need of repair. Missing a few items. It says tractor pull this way. So we keep walking. Yeah, me too.
That's what I had. That was the first tractor I remember riding on. My dad farming.
Getting ready to saw lumber here. Trying to get the engine lined up with the belt. It's got to be perfectly lined up or it'll throw the belt off. So that's what they're doing right now. They're putting the belt on the pulley there. And then they're going to try to back up and keep it straight. You watch this blade will start turning. Here in a minute. And they got the engine on top dead center. So the thing about a steam engine is if the piston stops exactly on top dead center, it won't move because there's pressure on both sides of the cylinder. And we'll go over that someday. But that's what the situation was. So they had to roll the flywheel there a little bit. Now you see the blades turning there just a smidge. And again, trying to get her straightened up there. Nothing's really very precise with a steam engine. You just kind of guide it as best you can, because you have chain steering, no brakes. The gearing is usually very loose, and so it's, you know, it takes a good engineer to get lined up the first time correctly. Now what they just did was change the belt over so it turns the opposite direction so that the blade is turning the correct way here. We've talked about that before on the channel. By the way, Josh went to sign up for the tractor pull And so I got sidetracked over here watching this. So we'll get hooked back up here in a minute. I know this is riveting TV right here, right? You can see he's cranking the steering wheel there a little bit, and the front wheels turned barely. Now they're backing up. You can see the saw blade turning. Now they're getting it tight. Block of wood there, that's the brake, so the engine doesn't move. I believe they've got her tight now. That's a pretty good size blade. I don't know what size that is, but it's a pretty good size one. You can see it turning. So how this works, they bring logs in over on those rails over there. They bring them up here, and then it fits on this track. And this track here goes back and forth. There, now it's moving.
Probably gonna try to build up some track. Is that good enough? You're good? Good.
There we go. Yeah, they're gonna have to run it faster than that. Now you can see the rack is moving here. So it looks like they're gonna adjust the engine again. Here comes the wood. Just roll it along there. Keep them coming, he says. He's going to do some sawing.
I'm staying here. You go with that? Albert? Okay,
So they cut the log, get it straight on one side or two sides, then they flip it over to cut the other side to get it straight. And then they'll start cutting wood out of it. What he's doing now, he's jacking it over so that you can see the wood is in line with the saw blade. You can't hardly see the saw blade, it's right there. 550 Huber. Big old heavy duty tractor right there. What are we getting ready to do, Josh?
Well, if you've seen my TikToks, we're gonna hook her up to a baker fan and make her bark.
So, I'm not sure what this is made from. It's a little heavier duty than a thrashing machine. It says there's a case symbol, so maybe that is a thrashing machine cylinder. At any rate, he wants me to help him hook up here, so here we go. Once again, you got to get the belt lined up properly with the tractor, with the pulley on the tractor. I'm standing in the way, as you can see. Hey, rubbing the tire.
Make it clear.
It's an Indiana Silo Company, it says. Chain drive. So we stopped for lunch, and you can see it's hot. 4 water bottles and a Gatorade. I think we had a hamburger in there somewhere, but it's hot out here. He's probably talking to Boo Thing.
I'm looking at the tractor pulleys.
Oh, he's busy. He's not talking to Boo Thing. Look at the cloggers.
Yeah,
Can you see the cloggers over there clogging? Come on, Josh. Do your best clogging imitation. Show us your moves, Josh. Okay. He said no. Folks, it's hot out here. It's hotter than the CEO of Astronomer's doghouse right now.
pretty hot.
Look at that A. Yeah, nice little 530. Oh, you feel a breeze?
I do. Hey, so folks, you see they're trying to start that G over there. And you see what's wrong with it, right? See all the people standing around? Never gonna start. Ever. It's gonna fight.
That's what happens. think he gave up. Could get run over by a gang of lawnmower kids. So it's stuck on top dead center there, was close anyway. A lot of times it's easier to have a person steering a steam engine and another person running the engine. It takes so much to steer one. They're hard to see when you're up there on one. It's just better to have two people. Back in the day, it really did take a lot of people to maintain one for a day. They were not a single man operation. No key or starter button or switch to start one up or shut it off. You got to plan ahead, be prepared, know what you're doing. After all, you're messing with a pressure vessel. There we go. I think he got her where he wants it. Oh, you're fine. No, you're good. No worries. You won't be the first, you won't be the last. I feel like they're all coming at me here. Because they are. Nice little Willys Jeep there. 420 John Deere. Got this Willys. We got an M Farmall. I guess we're lining up for the parade. I guess that's what they're doing here. Must be in the back of the parade. We're getting ready to pull this G to get it started. That's a common occurrence with old tractors, not just John Deere's. Well, folks, that means it's straight up 12 o'clock noon. The noon whistle. That's a common occurrence at a show with a steam engine. Back in the day, there were different codes used by the whistle. That's what the whistle was for codes. And they had a noon whistle to let the crew know that they were going to stop for lunch. So that's what that was. That's every show does that. And if they don't, they should.
Pretty much.
Everybody's getting lined up for the parade. We'll go around and catch them on the backside. Somebody learned how to drive right there. My YouTube channel. You'll be out on Friday night.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
That's our YouTube channel. This show will be out next Friday night at 6.
All right, thank you.
You bet. 20 horse Keck Donnerman. I didn't mention it. 20 horse Advance over there. And before that was a 20 horse, I think it was another 20 horse Keck going over there. Yeah, that's right. I'm not sure what size this little Eclipse is. Nice little engine. Got some Gibsons here. This is a later model. The reason I know that's because it has steering wheel. The earlier models just had that handle there, the tiller. I learned that up at the Keller collection up in Wisconsin a few weeks ago. The first Gibson tractors didn't have steering wheels. So that one's got to be a later model than this one. And that's the extent of my Gibson knowledge. This one is in Ottawa. There's the water glass. You can see the level of the water is right there. So the water is at that level in the boiler. You don't ever want your water to be gone out of that glass. You'd be in trouble.
come back around and pull. Free pull. First puller always gets that up. He said he's going to take it. The 51.1. So far, that's leading the class. Class 8, if you can line up, please. Class 8, if you can line up. He said this is Dawson's first pull ever. He's a learning as we go. Pretty easy. Clutch and throttle. Clutch and throttle.
5-inch, 126.5.
So this is an 820 John Deere diesel. That's the pony motor starting. Got a little gas V4 pony motor. Get that started and then let it warm up a little bit, and then it'll start the diesel engine. So that's an industrial 820. Maybe. So what we're looking at is this belt is so wide that it's rubbing the inside of his tire, and if we get the tractor over, then it rubs the side of the tractor. So there's just a very fine line of where it needs to be. It's hard to find that with a belt that wide. And I don't know what that belt is, but it's very grippy. It's not your regular nylon, whatever they were made out of. That's an actual rubber type belt. Some kind of industrial belt or something. He's actually pulling the thing up out of the ground with that tractor. It's so big. It's a good thing they have it chained and stakes drove in the ground. You can see the back end of it's a little higher than the front. So again, you've seen these on our channel before, but these are typically called a Baker fan, and they were used to check horsepower, break equipment in, that kind of thing. You can see right there where it's picked up off the ground. He's pulled it back. Apparently that's the economy row right there. Literally.
Alright guys and gals, so that's going to do it for today's video. We're all loaded up here in Rosebud, Missouri, and we're getting ready to head, can't really say south because it's not really
Southwest.
Southwest. Sort of.
Been at the, what is this? The Gasconade County Threshermans Association?
Yeah, here in Rosebud, Missouri. It's really a nice show, you know.
It is.
We'll be back. It's very hot, but that's not their fault.
Very hot.
Yeah, you know, it is a good time. I took second place on Glenn in the tractor pull. We don't need to talk about how many other tractors there were in my class. I just took second by a considerable margin.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
You were way ahead of everyone else, except that first guy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And he was way ahead of you.
Yep, he definitely was.
Anyway, you've already seen that in the video by now, so you already know. And you know, that's how it goes sometimes, right? I thought personally he did a really good job. You know, he drove around, there was a hump in the track, and he drove around that and overcame. You know, he just didn't quite have the same tractor the other guy did. Anyway,
his hot rod was better than mine. Okay, you know, that's all.
It's
there is to
okay.
it. But hey, you know, you'll have those days. All right.
there's some good good tractors here. I think there's 5 or 6 steam engines. A lot of Keck Garnerman. This is Keck Garnerman country up here, I guess. Was there 3 over there? And there's 1 over here broke down. So I think there's 4 Kecks here.
I believe so.
That's crazy to see 4 Keck Garnermans in one location. But
yeah,
you know.
But hey, if you guys are liking the channel, if you've liked this video so far, if you've made it this far, hopefully you've liked it, hit the like button down below here somewhere and subscribe. You know, that helps us. That helps us be able to do this kind of stuff for you guys and helps us be able to get this content out to you, you know. And if you guys got shows coming up, you know, we're in the later part of summer here, but summer, fall, you know, let us know. Put those down in the comments, and you know, if you want us to come out there and take a video, we'd be glad to if it works it out. That being said, our show, the one that we grow to and I grew up at, is in September, 10 days after Labor Day, and it's in I think the address is Ash Grove, Missouri, but it's Halltown, Missouri, right off I-44.
Exit 58 off I-44.
Exit 58 off I-44. There you go. So, and that starts on September 11th this year, 2025. Come on out. We'd love to have you. We'll be there. We'll have the 4-bolt there. Glenda will be there, along with several other machines from our stable here. So, you know, we'd love to meet you guys, and yeah, we'd love to have you there. So
yeah. So also, if you saw something in this video that piqued your interest, or you have a question, drop us a line down in the comments down there. We answer everything, or we try to. We like to hear from you all, and if you see us out at a show especially, come up and say hi, because we like to talk to you and visit with y'all, and that makes our day. It really does, to see people that have, you know, seen us on TV. That's important for us, right? So anyway, I think that's about it. We are very hot, tired. We've got a 2.5 hour drive ahead of us, and I'm looking forward to the air conditioning. So I think that's it. Thanks for watching Chasing Rust.
thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one. Suck my belly in.
Well, you might want to do that.
Shirt showing all my sweat because it's hot.
You should always wear an undershirt.
It's just really hot.
I told you the sun's going to come out. It's going to be miserable.
The sun's gonna come out tomorrow. Anyways,
Folks, it's hot out here. I'm telling you, it's hotter than the CEO of Astronomer's Basement right now.
You're getting them all running, buddy. You gotta hurry.
I got 10 minutes.
That's
basement.
right. That's right, I said.
Basement.
That's where he's living.
He's living in the doghouse, not in the basement.
Folks, it's hot out here. It's hotter than the CEO of, what's it?
Damn it, astronomer. Dang.
Hold, please. Are you looking it up? Hold on. You can't tell a joke and not tell it right.
Astronomer.
Folks, it's hot out here. It's hotter than the CEO of Astronomer's Doghouse right now.
Pretty hot.